Okay, your tables are already covered with your canvas cloth, and then you will get your piece of clay. So what we need to do first is wedge it, and what we're going to do is throw it down to flatten it out, and it also is getting the air out. If we do not get the air out, air can get trapped in your clay, and then it does create air bubbles which can blow up when we fire it. So you can see I'm flipping it over each time I throw it. This is also flattening it out for me. When I get to about here, I'm then going to take my rolling pin and I'm going to flatten out the middle. Now the ends are probably a little thinner, so I'm pushing more in the middle, and then I'm going to flip it and turn it. Again, I'm kind of pushing in the middle. That's just some old dry clay that won't hurt anything. So that I'm trying to make a big enough space for my leaf. So this is starting to feel like a good thickness. So I'm going to show you on the side. So kind of like that thick. That's when you want to stop rolling. You also want to check to see if your leaf will fit. So this looks good for my leaf. You want to push down the side that you feel like has more texture. So I'm actually going to push down the back. I'm going to place it, make sure everything is flat, and then again I'm going to use that rolling pin to push lightly the leaf into the clay. You don't want to make the clay any thinner, but I do want that leaf to be imprinted. So the next step is to get one of your tools to cut around that edge. So I'm going to carefully cut around these edges here. And then what I like to do is cut pieces off like this. And as you get pieces, you want to keep those together so that the clay does not dry out. All these extra pieces will go in a bag to be used by other students. So keep putting those pieces together, your scraps. And I do have to clean off my tool occasionally. So again, I'm cutting around the edge. And now the stem is going to be up to you if you want to keep that or not. I'll keep it on for now, but I may cut that off. We will clean up the edges later. But try as best as you can to get that shape of that leaf cut. Okay, I have finished this here, and I have all this extra clay that I'm going to put in the bag where I tell you guys to put that, then you can put that away. And then next we're going to carefully lift up the leaf, and you can see that beautiful imprint in here. Now again, you can keep this or not. I'm going to actually cut mine off because I think for a bowl it's going to be a little more round to not have that long skinny piece hanging on, and also sometimes those can break off. So what you want to do now is kind of using your finger, smooth these edges anywhere that something isn't smooth. Again, you don't want to be messing with the texture imprint that you made, but I am just going along these edges to smooth out anything that might look like it's rough. Okay, then next what you're going to do is you'll have a bowl with some saran wrap on that. We're going to carefully pick this up, and I'm going to gently lay it in my hand. Using a pencil, lightly write your first name, your last name, and your room number. Okay, and then we're going to flip it over again, and we're going to lay it in this bowl and gently push so that it has a bowl shape to it. When you are finished, you will put this on the tray where I will show your class where those are. See if I can smooth this out here. And then you will be finished. This will air dry for several days, and then it will continue to air dry for more days after that. I have to uncover it a little at a time to let it air dry slowly. once they are completely dry, I will fire them in the kiln.